In the previous module, we looked at how context plays its role in terms of helping us decode the intended meaning of the writer, and why it is important and why we need to practice in the language classroom. Now we will look at how reading can be used to develop intercultural competence. And what is intercultural competence? Intercultural competence refers to the socio-cultural knowledge within which that text is produced, or the context actually, right? I mean, different cultures have different worldview, and our worldview may be different from that of the text produced in the West. So knowledge of cultural factors such as background of the target community plays important role, and this is what we need to understand actually, because this is important to make our students understand how intercultural issues play their role in terms of understanding them. Because we are teaching them the language, which is English, and the language, the culture reflected through this language actually. For example, if you want to teach language through literature and you want to bring in some plays, one-act plays, so these plays may have some utterances, some which are produced in specific dialect, and this is more important to make our students understand that dialect and make them aware of that, how a standard English English can deviate from standard English, right? So this is how cross-cultural awareness is important, right? And because some words may not have their exact equivalence in other culture. For example, the word halal doesn't have its equivalence in English. So this is how we need to develop cross-cultural understanding through reading. So this can help save our students from misinterpreting the given text. And we need to look at the social perspective as reflected through a text. So teaching of second language reading shouldn't be detached from its context, because as I have already mentioned in some of the previous modules, that a text doesn't exist in isolation. Rather, it's the context, socio-cultural, even the religious context plays its important role. So while we are designing language, what's the purpose of discussing these topics on semantic, linguistic, pragmatic, intercultural competence? The rationale is, when we are designing or teaching our students, designing courses or teaching our students develop their second language competence, we need to really give equal emphasis to linguistic, semantic, intercultural, and pragmatic competence. So they become independent learners. So they become well-rounded personalities.